Good morning, everybody. We are here at a frozen Cedar Point for Winter Trail 2024.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
It is. It's blustery. Of course, it is February, but it is cold. I hard to believe that earlier this week it was in the 60s. Today's the only day it's going to be in the darn 20s, and then it's going to be right back up to 40 come the next day.
Right.
So it's Northeast Ohio, so go figure.
That's kind of our luck, too. We like to do things to the extreme around here.
So for this year, just like they did last year, they did a lottery drawing. Unfortunately, we did not get picked for the first round, but we do want to shout out to Nate from Culinary.
Yeah,
he got picked.
Kearney.
He was able to get us a couple of tickets for the event. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. So, but thank you, Nate, for being a gentleman and a scholar. So today we're going to see what they have for us backstage, what kind of behind the scenes things we're going to look, and maybe check out Top Thrill 2.
I hope so.
Maybe they'll have a train on hand there for us to test and see if it's fluffy friendly.
I hope so.
One can only hope.
I'm really hoping it is.
But let's head on in and check it out.
Questions that are general to the park, those will be answered over when we get to Top Thrill 2, which will be pretty soon. I'm sure you guys are excited. So you guys just start following me and we're going to head down this midway, okay?
We are now backstage. We got a wardrobe. The corporate offices, they're still here in Sandusky, where the majority of the other ones are in the Carolinas. So, just waiting to see. It's a windy day here up at the point. So our first stop of the day, it looks like it's going to be at the linen services. They completed backspike for Top Thrill 2 in comparison to Power Tower.
It's like your
You can tell, well, even from ground level, just the difference in heights from just right here, backstage. Everyone's fighting for this one little area right now.
where it's blowing the heat.
We're going to kind of, I'll be the front side of the group. Brendan's going to have everybody that's behind. Welcome. This is the main laundry here at Cedar Point. We have 3 laundries that Cedar Fair owns and operates. We have this one. We have the one at Breakers Express, which is only open 6 months out of the year. And then we also have the one, small little one out at Sawmill Creek that they handle all of the linens from the hotel out there. This facility is open year-round. Right now we're working on the stuff from Castaway Bay. Last year alone, this facility did 4.1 million pounds of laundry and almost 28,000 loads that run through all of our different washers. Out at the Express, it's only open from May till November. During that period of time, it takes care of the Express Hotel, Castaway Bay, and the water park. And last year alone, just in that 6-month span, we processed 1.3 million pounds out at that facility. When you first came into the door, over on the left-hand side was our chemical system. It's a 99% hands-off system. The only time we gotta do anything with it is if there's an error or to just change the stick from one drum to the other. The TV screen behind you shows us, oh wow, and up to the minute display what's going on in all the washers, how many loads we've done so far for the day, and how many pounds we've done so far for the day. We're going to continue on through this side of the building. You'll be able to see the feeder, ironer, and folder that takes care of all of our flat linen, our towel folders, and then we'll move over to our dryer area. This is our feeder, ironer, and folder. The operator hooks the sheets in, takes them up, finds the corner of the sheet for them, spreads it out, pulls it into the ironer. The ironer runs at 350 degrees, so when the sheet's going through, it's being pressed and dried at the same time. And then it also, once it's done, when we get to the other side of the building, you'll see it go through the folder where it receives a couple air blasts and comes out on a table in a nice neat little package. The room behind you is our on-premise dry cleaning, which takes care of all the delicate uniforms from live show and the really dirty, greasy dishes. Over on this side are all our towel folders. They're return operator towel folders. So they feed the towel in, it gets a couple air blasts, comes out on the conveyor, comes back to the operator to be able to be placed in the cart. And once the cart's full, it's capped and ready for delivery. Over here behind me are our two dryer lines. We have a small dryers for smaller loads, fitted sheets, uniforms, some of the food and beverage linen like the napkins and aprons. On the back side are a lot larger dryers. We have 3 of them that tilt forward for easy unloading. These dryers are for our more bigger, bulkier stuff, like our towels, which you see sitting in the boxes over here, which are washed, dried, and ready to be run through the towel fold. These dryers back here range from 160 pounds up to 310 pounds. And as you see, we can make them tilt forward to be able to offload them. Surprises in here. And then as you see, the sheets are coming out nice and pressed. They take a couple folds and come out on the table, all neatly folded up. Our washers range from 600 pounds all the way down to the small little Maytag washers that you're used to seeing at home or in the laundromat. We can, when all bells and whistles are running, we can put out about 1,200 to 1,400 pounds an hour.
Yeah, the front cap of Millennium Force. Time for the ride maintenance area. New cable lift for Millennium for this year. Got the big one for Zampro, so we know that is for Top Thrill 2. Some B&M, some Arrow wheels. Got some trains for Maverick. Got a Cedar Creek Mine Ride. We got a middle car for Magnum. And a unfortunately on the other side of the tool chest. Let's see if I can get over here. We have parts of the red train for Millennium Force. Now it's time to go outside because there's more cars on the outside. Train for, well, one part for a Raptor, front one for Iron Dragon, and it's one row of a Rougarou. The backside of a Raptor car.
We'll be using approximately 4,000 plants to create this image on the ground. Always take a ride on the Sky Ride and check it out. Some of those over there are the past years that we've had. Here's the main logo badge. So that's going to be our big logo design. Yep. So this year will be top row. It's normally, if it's a big poster year, it's always our asset that we're releasing out that year. The off years, it's either going to be anniversary or a long time ago. We'll draw the design on there, and then we'll come in with plants. Then we'll start planting out that design, and then as the summer goes, you'll see this pop out in flowers.
Yeah. Is this one going to be like all flowers are mixed in with like plants and flowers?
It should be all flowers. Should be all annuals.
Really cool.
It's still being planned, but
Yeah.
it should be somewhere close to this.
That's exciting.
You got a picture?
There's some of the new freshly painted sky buckets with Cedar Point's updated logo over there. But now we're making our way over to the big thing, you know, that's supposed to open up this year. Top Thrill 2. One thing that is happening next year is Power Tower is supposed to get an updated paint job. And they have started, just on one side. And as the weather gets a little better, they're going to be finishing it. There's the old on-ride photo place for Dragster. Newly built exit ramp, so that's where you'll be exiting the rides, what it looks like. Newly finished station. As I take a break from Top Thrill True, Speed Zone is going to get updated to probably match Top Thrill. New carpet and everything, updated graphics. But here's the look at this station. Up there is the control area where the ride up is going to be, kind of like how Gatekeeper is in the middle. There is the switch track. Slide over to let you onto, then slides back so that way you have the straight. Here's a better look. Right there. There we go. Okay. One good thing is the grandstands are staying. They will be updated. Thank God for that the grandstands are staying here. Get some more concrete work going in. It's nice to see the construction walls down in this area. To unveil the whole new track. And yes, they are going to be doing a new entrance plaza for the ride. And the old Rest in Peace Top Thrill Dragster sign, the coolest sign, is now gone. Somewhere in the museum, maybe. Just on the other side of the fence there in the Breakers parking lot is my vehicle. Yep, Looks like part of some of the ride vehicles there. So we are in the old engine room for Top Thrill Dragster, and right now I'm going to show you what it looks like now. Yoinked the engine out, the hydraulic motor that powered Dragster, and they have as a staging for 2 of the 3 trains. So we have the silver and red. We have the blue one that you saw at IAPA. So right now, photo ops for groups of 2. You can sit in the front, pull the lap bar down, and it's just gives you the same idea as Velocicoasters at Islands of Adventure. And then over here is like the middle section of the cars. While they're still taking pictures for people, there is a picture of the motor that launched the original Dragster. And then there's another picture too that shows it. So you can see how people are pulling the lap bars down, just like Velocicoaster.
Cool things, and one of the things they do is a visit to Cedar Point every year, so in June they come. But your ticket donation today raises money for them to use them however they see fit to make sure these kids have a really good experience. So today we raised actually $108,000 for a kid dinner. All of that goes to them, so that's really awesome. So thanks to all of you for your donations. So Top Thrill 2, kind of saw the trains, what do you think?
Awesome.
Do we like them? Yes. Pretty cool, huh? And if you look around the room, there's photos on the wall that show what this room actually used to look like when it had the ride had a hydraulic launch system. So this has undergone a complete transformation in here to what it is today. And a lot of the cement below you, the floor, it's filled in pits and things like that. So this is a really cool facility that we're using for the maintenance of the trains. I have time for just a couple quick questions because there's no really formal Q&A, so it's pretty informal. If you have any questions about the ride, the park? This building is the same size as it was before, yes.
And it'd be all of them.
Yep. The drum that actually pulled the cable was right around here. And then on either side, you saw the what we call the accumulators and the nitrogen thingies and the hoses and the motors. Mike made these here. That's the PR description. The motors and the thingies. So yeah, you can see them around either side. It's pretty complex machinery. This is definitely not that now. This is way easier, smoother, and will be up more and giving you better chances to ride. So, anyone else? It's your chance to. You got all the hitters in the room. Yes. Why do we choose Amperla? Because they're pretty cool. We go through the catalog. We go, that's cool. No, when we do new projects, we have an idea of what we want, and then we basically tell people, hey, this is what we're thinking. Come back to us and tell us what you can do. And so manufacturers will do that. They'll say we can do this, but we can also do this. And then we go back and forth, and we tweak designs, and ultimately we just ended up with Zamperla because they gave us the best option for the ride. We liked the layout, we liked the design they gave us, the trains, the new lightning trains, which are lighter, easier to maintain. All of the things kind of added up together for us to choose them. So, okay. Anybody else? All right. Well, why don't we give something away? Everybody have their ticket? Good, pull it out, you're gonna need it. We're actually giving away the blue car today. So, I hope you brought your pickup truck, your flatbed. You're gonna have to take it today before you leave. If that's okay.
How much does that thing weigh?
How much does it weigh? 4,400 pounds? 4,400 pounds.
Oh, wow.
I can tow that.
If you brought your RV, you can tow it behind your RV.
It's got wheels over it.
Yeah, big wheels.
Probably drive at home.
All right, here we go. 817-010. Hooray! Who are you here with? Come on up. You both can come up. What's your ticket? I'm going to take that from you just to verify. And we do have a valid ticket. So the train is yours. You can come back later if you want, or take it now.
I'll take it now.
Okay, we'll arrange that. Thanks a lot for coming, everybody. I'm just kidding. You're not going to get that. You're going to get the next best thing. How about you guys get to ride Top Thrill 2 this year, at least one time, without waiting in line. You just go up the exit and ride it. So when the line's 8 hours long, you guys just walk right up at the VIP. How's that? All right, well here, take these used 2 passes. Do not lose them. I cannot replace them. They have to be used by September 2nd, so you can come back any day that we're open and use them, okay? You're welcome. Enjoy. All right, guys, we'll see you in a couple of months for our preview events, and hope to see you on May 4th for sure. So.
There's a nice, wonderful shot of Maggie. Just chilling there. Imagine riding that on a day like today.
That would hurt. The sting.
Yeah, but it's a good sting. Okay?
though?
It's a good one.
Is it though?
I think it is. But then again, I'm a crazy person for actually loving that ride and riding it so many times. Yeah. The animatronics for Snake River Expedition there, you can see, are all wrapped up, waiting for next year. The tent for Camp Snoopy Theater has been taken off. And they took the cars off the speedway. So it's just an empty track. So now we're heading into the science and animation shops. We got some Halloween stuff still sitting around. There, we got the Halloween decor. So, yeah. Pumpkin still has some cobwebs on it. There's an animatronic from the old disaster transport, formerly known as Avalanche Run, before the 3 theme. And now it's no longer there because Gatekeeper takes up its former spot. And some more hunt props. Mr. Ogre.
Yes.
Trees.
And a lot of people ask us, why there's not a lot of trees anymore. When the trees get too big, they don't have a choice.
Well, we know the skeletons are not in the boneyard or protecting the train ride. That's right, you stay asleep. Are you gonna put out the fire? You look like you've been on fire again. How much they want for the Wicked Twister sign? That ain't gonna be for sale. So now we have a timeline as far as some of the coaster signs. Mine Ride, Corkscrew, Gemini. Wilderness Run, Iron Dragon, Magnum, Raptor, Woodstock, Lion, Maverick, Gatekeeper, Rougarou, Flower Raven, Steel Vengeance. We are missing one sign though, in between Millennium Force and Maverick would be Dragster. Blood on the bayou, into the fog. So here's an up close look at the new paint scheme for the Skyride buckets. Then I want to Von Roll, who manufactures the rides. And as you can see, they have the new updated Cedar Point logo on it. Alright guys, so we're taking a little break here at Winter Trail Out 2024 since there is a long line for the restroom.
Very long line.
Yeah, at one point it was like 45-minute wait just for the bathroom. So we're like, what's gonna be the longest wait, top throw or the bathroom?
Right.
But they don't have any of the normal restrooms open, so everyone has to go use first aid.
First aid restrooms only. I don't understand.
But anyway, while we're waiting for people to get out of the restroom, what's been the most exciting thing you've seen so far at this little break in the action?
Definitely the Top Thrill 2 cars. That's been the highlight so far, I think.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think?
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
So far it looks like they could be fluffy friendly. We'll have to wait and
think
see.
so.
We'll see what happens come opening day, or better yet, probably when the pass holder preview comes out towards April. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of Velocicoaster, the way the restraints were and everything. So far that's been the highlight, going in the old engine shop room, and the motor is gone.
Yeah.
So, but we're just waiting for people to get out of the bathroom, and then who knows where we're going to be going next.
Yeah,
Could
we
be
shall
anywhere.
see.
Exactly. So
Hopefully it's to eat because I'm getting hungry.
who knows about lunch, so
See ya.
stay tuned. Yeah, Snake River Falls is completely drained. So where are we heading to next?
The barnyard.
Oh.
And we try to bring the same ones back as long as they're healthy and the people get to know them, you know. But that's Churro. Churro was born here in September of 22. And a lot of people love Churro. But he and Bab Bab were both here last season. But the little one over there is Churro's little brother. He's only 5 months old. That's Teresa. They came out for the chill out. They don't care about cold weather. They're alpacas. They live in the Andes. They could be 0 out here. They wouldn't care. Do what?
So they don't stay in the barn here?
Huh?
They don't stay in the barn here?
They're not. No, there's no animals here right now. They just came up for this event. I brought them up. It's about 280 miles to where we're about an hour south of Cincinnati. But they thought it'd be kind of cool. Like I said, Churro's got a pretty good fan club.
Oh, we love churros.
Yeah, and then they don't come and pick it up.
This
So.
looks like some vermilion that we jump on
Do they?
the alpaca.
I could probably advertise it and sell it, but it's kind of one of the things that's not worth the hassle.
Yeah.
And the sheep wool, not at all, because I have mixed sheep. I've got some sheep have better wool than others, so that people don't like the cotton-hair sheep. You know, they wouldn't mind having some off the Shetlands.
But now we're going past Millennium Force, lift hill and first drop. Ooh.
You got a nice shot down there.
Yeah, getting something new than what happened at Costa Mania. We're going underneath.
Touch it right here, Ashley.
There's a shot. Now we got a view on the other side of the tracks. But you really can't stop on the road to film this side. of the coaster. But we can here. That's a lot of steel. And now we're going to go to a place where no one really has access to. The very first tunnel. As you come off the overbank turn, we're going in here. Get an up close look at the track. Maybe we get to touch it. Okay, I got you. Alright, so we are now officially taking the tunnel. The very first tunnel of Millennium Force. Something that you cannot do normally. You can see the grooves as far as the wheels that fit the track. And then that leads you right up to the second hill. Hill number 2 and hill number 3. That's what it looks like coming out. That's still so cool. And now we have taken tunnel number 2. Got a little bird's nest.
Oh shoot, that's fun. That's the one with the teeth. Yeah.
And there's where they take your on-ride photo. So when you're coming in here, make sure to remember to say cheese. And there's coming out for a little bunny hill past the station. And there's a closer look at the cable lift system. Their first of its kind when it came out in 2000 when the ride opened. So they can get them up from there all the way up there really quick. A view that you cannot get during normal park operations. Unless you're riding the railroad tracks on the train ride. Then it passes by. But you can't just stop and take pictures. But you can do that at Winterchilla. One last look at Millennium Force classic and iconic lift hill. The final overbrake turn into the brake run. And now from the Millennium Force photo op, we'll be heading into the engine house. Engine number 22 is being reserved. Engine number 44 looks like it's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
This is engine number 4.
You thought you were really
So 4 and a 44 are two that are essentially ready to go. And here is the
Tastes like my siding, you know.
tools and everything, nuts and bolts, everything they need to help keep the wonderful engines going. Carry everybody around from Millennium Force all the way back to Frontier Town. Iron Dragons trains just chilling right here. More of the finish sky ride buckets with the new up-to-date Cedar Point logo and new paint jobs. For today's lunch, we are having melt. We're going to the Melt Bar and Grilled is where our lunch is going to be for today. What we're going to have? Don't know yet. I'll find out when we get inside. Thought we were going to get the melt. No, that was just a fake out, so that way we could walk through the melt to Lakeside Pavilion to bypass the cold. So I'm going to show you our little spread that we have here as far as what they're giving us to eat. Okay, so I got the twisted cold ramen noodle salad, also the signature mac and cheese. I got the boneless wings, looks like normal and spicy, and I did get the Island meatballs. Angie got a little bit of everything that I did, but she didn't get the spicy ones. She did get the Caesar salad.
Yeah, and then caprese salad with pesto. And then I got a little bit of the farmhouse chili with, they did have toppings, but I was so hungry I like starved it.
Yeah, she devoured it. Dessert went with the Oreo parfait. So did Angie, but also the banana cream parfait. And then s'mores cookies, so it is time to eat. So here's the spread for today's lunch, which is some offerings from the Culinary team that will be offered this year in the parks. So here's a look down the menu line. Ooh, test kitchen. So this is something that's new that they're working on. Same thing with the Rocky and cheese casserole. And the onion meatballs are all part of their test kitchen. Now we have found the rest of the Millennium Force trains, Maverick, and some stuff from Kitty Kingdom here at the Lakeside Pavilion. Well, we just got done eating our smorgasbord
Oh my goodness.
here at the pavilion.
I'm so full.
Some stuff was items that are normally here. Other ones are test items, like your Rocky and cheese casserole was a test item.
It was really good. I liked it.
The island meatballs, those were a test item.
were
Those
very
were good as well. And there was one other one, but you'll see it earlier in the video. But the boneless chicken wings, meh.
Yeah, they were, needed some barbecue sauce or something. But, Cedar Point, thank you for the noodle salad because that's my favorite thing from the pavilion.
Oh yeah, that was
Please
very
bring it
good.
back to the pavilion.
If anything, I could have just had a plate of the meatballs and the noodles.
Right.
Because those are the best two things
Those
that
are
we
really
had.
good, yeah.
So now we just gotta see where we're off to next. So we're here in the arcade, and as you know, there's no cash. So you always have to get one of these cards in order to play on the machines. But they turned that part off, so it's all free play. Only certain games are working, and you can do the first 5 holes of the indoor putt-putt if you want to do so. So that's the whole thing for the arcade for Winter Chill Out. We are entering the entertainment costume shop as we passed our way through the entrance to Mr. Midnight's haunted house from this past Halloween weekends. And now we are definitely behind the walls. But literally on the other side of the walls, it's all the arcade games. Roarge. No video or photography in the costume shop this year. That's sad. So we'll just have to insert some pictures from a couple years ago when we were allowed to take some pictures inside the costume room. So now, the last part of the Tula is, of course, the gift shop. Yep, they got a lot more Top Thrill merchandise here. We got some bears, a couple keychains, fanny pack, a lounge fly. What? Lounge fly backpack. A coaster cutout. And I actually do have the nano coaster in.
So the elephant,
Got some racing style shirts.
gaming process.
There it all is. So there's the coaster got out. There is the Nano coaster. Even Made to Throw came out with a coaster, so they got that out right now. Tumblers, keychains, socks, lanyards, patches. So there's the official long sleeve one, from a small to a double X.
Right.
And how much is that one?
$36.99, sorry.
$36.99, and then they do have it in a sweater as well, the same design. Of course, the sweatshirt, sorry, goes up to a 3X. The long sleeve shirts do not.
Not that there might have been, but it wasn't. There weren't any over there.
True. Could have been, but they're probably all gone by
And they have a
now that
mug.
we've gotten here. And the price on the long sleeve sweater is $42.99. They have a long sleeve quarter zip sweatshirt with orange, and also they have it in blue. And you can see the difference here on the sleeves and the collar right there. Anywhere from $64.99 all the way up to $67.99 for the bigger sizes. Some more merch. Got a little kid shirt. $22.99. Very small. $39.99. There's a orange shirt. The official hat. It is adjustable. $39.99. Here's the one tumbler. Traverse? I don't know. Tumbler. Traverse. $39.99. Cedar Point Racing, but there's also something on the back. Oh, look at that. That's cool. They have a layout of all the coasters here, just like their racing track. $54.99 for a medium.
Lanyards, socks.
And that's all they got as far as the sweatshirt goes. But they also have it in a t-shirt form there over there too. Oh. Some metal signs for rides. Got Millennium Fuel. Blue Streak, Gemini, Gatekeeper, Corkscrew, Dynamic Suspension, yeah, word. Vengeance Labs, that's funny. Ornaments. Yeah, we got some new figures. Plushies. We got a wild mouse, like a mouse.
I think they have that one.
Steel Vengeance, Cactus. Millennium Force is a bear going to space, and Raptor is a bird. And to start off the bat, over on this side, in the kids section, which won't have all this Snoopy gear come opening day. We'll be in Peanuts at the Point. But they have the start of the 2024 merchandise. Alright, so here is the full thing that they have for winter chill out. With two long sleeve shirts, one being the regular shirt, one being a sweater.
He always has to rely on us.
And then here was the coffee mug that they had. For $12.99.
Welcome everybody, welcome.
And that was the extent of all the winter chill out gear. Alright folks, that is going to do it for us from Winter Chill Out 2024 here at Cedar Point. What did you think of this year's event?
I had fun except for the bathroom situation.
Yeah.
They only had one restroom available, like towards the back of the park, and
First aid building.
It was at First Aid, so very long wait for the restroom. Our group waited over an hour and a half for people who were going to the bathroom, so that was not fun.
Yeah. So what was the long wait? Waiting for Top Thrill 2 to be announced, or to wait for the restroom?
Restroom.
Yeah.
Bad.
What did you enjoy in the costume shop since we weren't allowed to take any pictures or video?
So I knew this was gonna happen because I just knew. Mr. Midnight's costume was on display, and I knew that it was gonna be in there. I actually thought maybe he might be walking around, like showing off his outfit, but no, they did have it on display, but no pictures or video, unfortunately, so you'll just have to live with a picture of Jeff and I with Mr. Midnight.
From a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So, but that's going to do it for today. Until next time, we won't be back here until...
Opening day.
No, season pass holder
Previews, that's right.
for Top Thrill 2. And if we don't make it for then it will be opening day for season number 154 for Cedar Point. So until then, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Hit the thumbs up so that way it helps out with the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe. And until then, we will see you at the next turnstile.
Bye.